right. Hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome to episode 5, I believe, of starting an agency from scratch. So far, we have created our one pager, we mapped out our service delivery, created the sales calendar as well as the form to qualify our leads, which is extremely important. Last episode, we made the funnel. So, what is the page once our leads click on our ads? What is going to be the funnel they're going to be introduced to? And now, today, and we also made the thank you page as well as the booking confirmations and reminders. So today what we're going to do is the 7-day nurturing email sequence as well as the SMS nurturing sequence. This is pretty simple. It's not going to be super complicated. Again, if you haven't watched the other episodes, I'd highly recommend watching those before this one because things will make a bit more sense. But yeah, so again, we're going to use our one pager to create these. So it's going to be pretty simple. The purpose of having these on board is we essentially have a 2-step process when it comes to the leads opt in. So the first form they fill out is their name, email, phone number. And then the next page, it's the full calendar where they can pick a time and answer the qualifying questions. Okay, so I do expect to have some drop off between the two because some people will view the calendar or they were expecting to see something else and that's not what they want. They don't want to book a call, they just wanted to see what you did, or they see the questions and it's a bit too personal or whatever reason they don't want to answer these questions because they know you're trying to sell them something. So by having that first page, we can at least collect their information and still nurture them through emails and SMS. Okay, so that's going to be the objective of doing this. So how are we going to do this? First off, we're going to start with our beautiful one pager. I had a few people reach out to me saying that I am putting lots of love and emphasis on my one pager, which I am. So we're going to use this. Very simple. We're going to start off by downloading this in a PDF. I prepared the document already, so our nurturing sequence. We're going to use Go High Level to do this. I am just not going to do the Go High Level here on this video. Okay, I think it's pretty simple to do. I'll show you guys how to set up the basics. I'm just not going to input all the information. Otherwise, it's going to add an extra 20 minutes for the video for no absolute reason. And you guys are busy. You have things to do. So now that we have the template downloaded, we're going to go on our favorite application, Claude. I'm going to upload this here. This is our one pager. So I'm going to say, please create and what I like to do is I add extra emails because some of them won't be very good. So create a 14-day email nurturing sequence that will be sent out to my leads once they opt in to my booking funnel. Use the document as a reference point. I did not spell reference right. As a reference point to create these emails. One other thing which I found that helps a lot is I use Dan Kennedy. So for those that don't know him, he's a copywriter. Use Dan Kennedy style when writing these emails. Okay. So that should be it. Please create a 14-day email nurturing sequence that will be sent out to my leads once they opt into my booking funnel. Use the document as a reference point to create these emails. Using the information on the doc. Use Dan Kennedy to sign when writing these emails. Cool. So this should be good. And we'll just give it a second to load. While it's loading, because it will take some time, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Go High Level. This is pretty simple. I'm not going to do it exactly because, again, it's going to take just unnecessary time. And I think anyone can do this. So the trigger, very simply, it's going to be once they fill out that first form. All right, so that's what's going to trigger this workflow. So I'm going to write form submitted. add filter, select form is, and it's going to be the first one. Okay, so AI Windows implementation, name, phone, email, save trigger, and this was going to trigger the whole sequence. Now, you could technically stop the trigger or stop the sequence, the workflow, once they book a call. Because some people, of course, opt in and then book a call with us. And if you want, you can create a second sequence for it or just keep the same. Typically, people will book in the next, like, ideally 24 or 48 hours, even same day. So they will get the first couple of emails. And then most of the time with these types of deals, it might take 2 calls to close. Obviously, it's not the objective, but if it does end up being a 2-call close, they'll still get those reminders. The only thing that we might have to change is that the call to action, that's what I forgot to add on that sequence, is the call to actions. I knew I was forgetting something. So in these emails, there's going to be a call to action to book a call, because obviously they did not book a call with us. So I'm going to stop this. I'm so stupid. I can't believe I forgot this. Okay. Just create a new chat. I'm going to start fresh. On these emails should be to book a call. Here's the link. So I'm going to find the link. We'll save this, whatever. So let's go to websites, Windows. And it's going to be this link. Oh, okay, I don't have the link. I don't have my domain connected, but you would give them the link. Okay, very important, so that in the emails they can just send it out. I obviously don't have it for this sub account, since it's just like a dummy account. To book a call, add a space for me to afterwards paste the booking link. Okay, that should be good. Okay. We got this. So I'll go back to Go High Level, finish the automation, and if it's still not done, I'll just cut the video. And so which one was it? Was it here? There you go. Okay, so form submitted. Once the form is submitted, we're going to open this. And very simply, it's going to be, I like to add a wait. So you don't want to right away send them an email. And wait 5 minutes. Okay, it should not take them more than 5 minutes to book a call. From there, it's going to be send email. Okay, and then from there you fill this information. So it's not going to be complicated. From email, you put your email. Subject line, we're going to use it, and then here we're going to send a message, and then of course test everything to make sure the format is good. Sometimes when I don't know if it's me, but sometimes when I write these out and I send it on Go High Level to my Gmail account or whatever, even though I space it here, like let's say I write hey, and then I space it Oliver, whatever, when I send the actual email, it's going to be stuck together. So sometimes I need to double space. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but just be careful for that. So that's why I like to test the emails before launching the campaign. Cool. So save action. And yeah, from there, I cannot save it, cancel. Once you have the send email, you're going to add a wait. And then you're going to wait 24 hours. Okay? Wait 4 hours, 24 hours. All right, so it's going to be sent every 24 hours, very simply. And you would repeat this 7 times. Okay, so that's the Go High Level. Again, this is not a video trying to teach you guys how to use Go High Level. I just want to show you the basics of how to start an agency. So, how is our cloud doing? So email 11 is pretty good. We can start already. So these are typically really good. Okay, so this is very good. Urgent, your window business is bleeding money. You don't even know it. Yeah, these are very good. While you sleep, your competitors eat. 3 a.m. lead generation, your competitors don't sleep. Yeah, these are very good. I'm like a big fan of like using numbers and dollar signs. Just from experience, I found that converts really well, especially like my YouTube titles. I learned it from that. Whenever I have like a dollar sign or like a big number or just a number, like instead of saying the steps towards starting your business, you would say the 5 steps towards building a 100K a month business. Like using these numbers typically converts better, which is why I like the Dan Kennedy style. Okay, these are very good. Cool. So yeah, that's basically it. So this one is good. And nurturing sequence. So how am I going to do this? Okay, so this is email 1. Close more cells, AI optimal scripts. This you would change it. You just okay. You might have to tweak a small things. I would reread everything and just make sure it's perfect. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this video for it, but that's what I would do. So second email. The 10K mistake. Are you making it? Very good. So it's even adding like case studies. Here's one of our clients, what they told us: before AI windows, I was getting maybe 5 to 10 leads from referrals. Now I'm getting 75 plus qualified leads through automated Facebook ads. My revenue tripled. Like, this is perfect. Like, this is exactly how I would want in my emails. Email 3. Can you believe I used to pay someone to do this for me? 3 a.m. lead generation. I like that. So this is like it's really hitting the pain points, which again, I know I keep saying this, but the importance of going really deep on your one pager. It's like the more details you give it, the more it can attack the pain points. So obviously this is a pain point. It's like it's telling people like literally while you're sleeping, other companies are getting jobs that are being booked automatically. And it's like, it's not, at least for me when I first started and I hired the team to help me with my book calls. Like when I would wake up and see there was like 6 book calls that happened and they were nurtured, someone spoke to them and everything, I was like, bro, this is crazy. 5-minute rule. This is very good. I already know what this email is about. So this is a classic that breaks down that like the most important aspect that you can do when it comes to generating leads and contacting them. It's speed. Is how quickly can you get in contact with them? And most of these business owners, and this is a big pain point I would hit on the call, is they're on job sites, they're speaking to clients, they're speaking to their employees, they don't have time to call leads. Or maybe they opt in late, when they're with their families, they're eating, having supper. And that's definitely like a pain point that you can hit. It's like, look, instead of like mid-supper, like you just spent the whole day at work, you didn't see your family, you come home, and now like while you're eating, you have to like get out of the table and like take a phone call and try to close the deal. We will have someone do it for you on your behalf, and it's going to be completely automated. So you can spend more time with your family and focus on just repairing more windows or installing more windows. So all of these, like these are like perfect to handle objections and structure your sales scripts as well. So, and again, it uses like numbers and stuff like that, which for me personally, I really like. Email 5. Facebook ads that fell. Why your Facebook ads suck. This can be good. From experience, most of them don't run ads. So I don't know if I would want to put this. The unqualified lead trap. This could be better because this is probably something they're dealing with right away. Just looking for a rough estimate. We might do a project this next year. Follow-up failure. I probably wouldn't make an email about content. Pipeline. Okay, I like the other ones better. This can be good. This is very good because it's going to target specifically those who are running ads. And those are typically the ones we want to work with because they already understand that ads is the solution. They just are not able to crack it. So those people typically are very easy to close. Okay, so I like that. Remove this. Email 5 and then email 6. I guess this is not really necessary for the video for me to copy these. Just want to show you guys my thought process on like what I'm taking. I'm pretty much taking everything. So it's unqualified lead trap. Like this I like. It's like, what are the problems I know they're dealing with for a fact? So for sure, they're not calling the leads within 5 minutes. Like that's a guarantee. No one is doing that. If they are running ads and they inquired about working with you, probably they have some sort of issue. Unqualified leads, every industry has this issue. So for sure, it's something that they're going to face. So this is something I would 100% add. Follow-up failure, like if they're not even running ads right now, they probably don't have a follow-up issue because they have no one to follow up with. Okay, so that's like my thought process. It's like, let me put emails on like, where do I think my client is at right now with their business? And again, most of these people, they are not running ads or they have run ads in the past and it hasn't worked for them. And they just rely on word of mouth. So those are the things I'd like to play on a bit more. So follow-up, I'll probably skip this one. Closing rate, most people can close. If they have a decent sized business, they know how to close. So it's not something I would focus on. Pipeline. So I don't think many of them would understand even what's a pipeline. Content creation nightmare. This could be pretty good. I don't have to create content. You should be installing Windows, not making TikTok videos. This is good because most business owners understand that like content is really good. So that's very good. The referral dependency trap. This is really good as well. Seasonal slump. That's another really good one. This would be good. Like if I'm running the ads during winter. So I would probably save this and not running right now. As I'm recording this, it's getting the summer. So now it's like their prime time to get this. So this is not an objection they're facing currently. But if it was winter, then yeah, 100%. The guarantee that sells, no. Cost of waiting. Yeah, this can be good. Okay, so this is the last email. Probably the last email. It's going to be over the past. Yeah, this is my final. Okay, I'm probably going to add this one then. Where am I at? Yeah, it's the last thing. Okay, I'll add this one. But as you can see, there's so many good examples, like due to the importance of like us making that one pager. Like those emails are really good. Like this is, I'm actually really surprised. So I like this one. We'll keep this because this like it kind of summarizes all of the emails that we sent them, and it's kind of like a goodbye email because by email 7, if they haven't booked, they're pretty much gone. So this is like it's like our last chance to try to get them. So the way you write that one, of course, it's gonna be very different. I just need to change over the past 7 days. I showed you exactly how your window in such companies. I love this. Choice 1, do nothing. Choice 2, try to figure out yourself. Waste a bunch of years. Choice 3, let us do it, which is obviously what we want them to do. Okay, so it's like it's just like it's a very good goodbye email to do. So as you can see, like very simple prompt. Like just copy this prompt exactly. Add the call to action. Like add the actual link. Don't do what I did. From there, I would still keep 14 just to give yourself some options because obviously there are some that we skipped. And again, the more you understand your client, like the person you're working with, the better these emails can be. So I would, like, if you're just starting out and you've never actually worked with a window installation company, do some research, use your intuition. Like, everything blue collar is typically the same. You know, they have seasons, they just rely on word of mouth. They don't know how to predictably get jobs, and all of these things. So they all face the same issues more or less. So start with that. Over time, as you take sales calls and you close deals, you will see what are the objections I'm hearing over and over and over. Like, when I ask them, like, what makes you want to, like, what's holding you back from adding that extra 50K a month to your business? Like, that answer they give you is what you should be writing down in the document. And then the more calls you take, the more data you have, the better these emails are going to be. And you can even revamp some of the aspects of the landing page and other stuff like that. So if everyone's buying leads and all of the leads are shared, they're horrible leads and they're unhappy, of course I'm going to add that. Learn how you can add an extra 50K a month to your business without spending hundreds for dead leads. That would be perfect. So really play with the type of person that you are going to serve with your business. That's the most important part. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The SMS is not going to be like this. I don't like to, for me, the SMS is just like trying to get them just to have a conversation with them. Because some people are still interested. They just don't want to book a call or they don't want to talk on the phone. They'd rather just text, depending on the type of like client that you work with. So for me, the SMS, it's very much like the first day. It's very much like, hey, this is, and then I use some girl's name. This is Sarah, just because they're more likely to respond, you know. Hey, this is Sarah. I just noticed that you filled out an application to learn more about our AI system that can help. I don't know if I would put about our AI Windows system that can help window installation companies add an extra 20 to 50K a month. And then I would send them like a second text, so not like one paragraph, because you know when you guys text your friends, you don't write like a huge paragraph. Typically, like if it's a few points, like at least for me and like how I see it, it's like you kind of separate it. So I would send like a second text, and you can either go with, is this like this is, and then you would put their name, right? Or ask them a question that's going to start the conversation. So, how many more jobs were you looking to get next month? You know, something like that. So you can go one of two. You can test them. I personally prefer this because we know it's them, and I'm trying to just. These people are busy, you know. Like I put myself in their shoes, and it's like just tell me what you have to offer. So I like to just go straight for the point. And it's like, hey, I saw you fill out the form. You want to make more money. How many more jobs do you want? And he's gonna give me an answer, and then I just explain to him, try to phone him. Otherwise, I get him to book a call, and I send him a link, and I'll tell him like, hey, I'll show you everything specifically for your business. I'll take some time to do some research. You told me you want this type of windows or whatever, this location that you want to serve. So I'll show you exactly how we can help specifically your business. So make it a bit more personalized. And if they still don't answer on the second day, this is very simple. It's just like this. This is how I would personally do it. So I would ask this as a second text, like just this, like me acting confused, like, wait, am I actually talking to the right person? And the goal is to just get them to respond. That's it. And then the third day, would be something as stupid as like a question mark or something like that. So really just trying to get them to answer. And the text, you know, people are always on their phone and they see the text messages, so they're going to answer. Cool. So that's pretty much it. So again, you can set all of this up on Go High Level. That's what I also use ConvertKit for some of them. So depending on where they come from and like who I'm trying to, what type of emails I'm trying to send, I might use Go High Level or ConvertKit, one or the other. So yeah, that's basically it. So we made our 3-day SMS as well as the 7-day nurturing email sequence. As you guys can see, life is easy because we did the hard work before. So again, that's why preparation is always going to help us, because afterwards it's just a breeze to create everything. And as you guys saw, these emails are really clean. They're very good. So definitely go through them. Even if you didn't put them, it's like good to understand, like put yourself in their shoes and see what are the problems that they're facing and how can you like really like put yourself in their skin. And when you speak with them, you almost act like you're also a window installation company and you really understand what they're going through, because ultimately that's going to be the best thing for you to sell. Well, the best way to sell rather. So yeah, as you can see, it was super simple. Here's the prompt, and yeah, that's going to be basically it. Next episode, we'll go over the ads. So I'm going to do this, and then we'll have one more episode where I'm going to create a sales presentation, which should be pretty simple. To be honest with you guys, I don't really use sales presentations. I think if you're just starting out, you don't have that much experience, it can be good just to give you some guidance and or like have a game plan more or less of like where to steer the conversation at. But I'm very much just like let's have a conversation, let's talk. And if I do have a presentation, it's like I'm showing them results. So for me, like if I'm closing a marketing agency, I'll just show my Facebook ads manager. And I'll be like, hey, so this is our client. He's in the same niche as you. As you can see, he spent this much on ads. He's getting a cost per lead for this. And if I go on our private Discord channel, as you can see, he's booking calls, boom, boom, boom. And I can show him the book calls that he's getting. And then I can show him the Stripe account, which I, of course, have access to. So it's like, I just like show them the results that they're specifically looking for. But it could be also good to have a sales presentation for more complex things to explain. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. Thank you again for listening. As usual, if ever you have any questions, please let them know. Write them in the comments, rather. And otherwise, let's crush it. Let's get to work. If you're doing this at the same time, this is perfect. So we're almost at the end. And yeah, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.